Sam Van, and we're going to talk about three finger tapping. Okay, what is finger tapping? Well, you've seen a lot of people doing a lot of stuff like that. Eddie Van Halen is actually the one who invented it. Another one that does it with two finger is George Lynch from Dokken. Love that guy. What does it come from? It comes from a hammer-on. What is a hammer-on? Hammer-on is a simple... That's what a hammer-on is. Now, you get a lot of stuff with hammer-ons and pull-offs, you know, like... The thing is you don't... When you're finger tapping, and you're doing the three finger tap and holding it here, tapping it here, and then tapping like, you know, whatever, far away, depending on what chord you're doing. You want to make sure that when you're doing it, that you're going up and down, back and forth like this. So you want to try real slow. Now, I had a problem with my pinky. It got bruised when I first started, when I was in junior high or high school, I can't remember. And it got all bruised up and everything from just trying to finger tap like Eddie Van Halen. That was the first thing I did. Now, the thing is when you're doing it, you want to make sure that you're not doing this to the strings. Okay? And there's a little bit of that in Hot for Teacher, which I'll play in a second. Beginning of Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. The three finger tapping is great. It goes great with soloing as well. They're all different types of finger tapping. I'm specifically talking about three finger tapping, but it comes from the hammer-on, which is, you know, hammer on, hammer off. You can do it with two fingers. You can also speed pick it, or alternate picking and do it like that as well. So that's one way to do it. Hot for Teacher, how does it go? Let me see. Something like that. He was also known to do, what was it? In the first Van Halen album, I think it was I Am the One. Or was it Ain't Talking About You? I can't remember. Where he does a little bit of... So yeah, how do you do it? You just simple, let's turn, overdrive's off. Let's just kind of just go real slow. Want to go repeated, you know. Now, if you do, you could do some like kind of like overlapping two strings. I do this all the time, like. So there's that. Finger tapping is really good. You don't need delay or reverb for it. I mean, reverb and delay always sounds great, except for when you're doing rhythm. Sometimes you'll lose beat. But if you're a soloist and you're in a band, yeah, delay will make the harmonics. Finger tapping a lot better sounding. There's a lot of things you can do. You can also use the tremolo. You know, like which I explained in the whammy bar exercise. So there's that. I think I'm going to start filming without the overdrive. I mean, it's not even up all the way. Using a JHS overdrive. It's got all the ones from the 80s, like the TS 808 and TS 09. Anyways, so you want to kind of just go up and down. Now here's an easy, we're going to go down to some easy types of practices. For instance, here's open string finger tapping is one of my favorite. For instance, when I do Hot for Teacher, I do it my version. So, I mean, there's open strings. Here's a simple one for practicing. I'm going to give away a little bit of my easy secrets, you know. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm tapping the second string, 5th fret, and remember this is open, so this is 2-finger tapping, not 3. And then doing the one on 2nd string, 9th fret, and then I go down half a step on this finger and a full step on there, and you can do that all the strings here. And this is where you get the I'll do it on a high E, and I'll go all the way down to the low E. So there's that. You can go up a little bit high on the B string. Now, of course, when you're doing the one here for the 12th fret, like when you're tapping it here, it's the same thing as this, because you're using an open string. Open string finger tapping is a lot of fun because it doesn't require that much effort. My fingers get a little tired sometimes because I'm getting older, you know, age sets in. Maybe it's just arthritis in the hands or something. But when you're doing it, let's see what it sounds like with the chorus on. Now you can kind of slide it back and forth a little bit, like, and then go up and down, like, you know, Van Halen does. Kind of like tapping harmonics, but a little more finger I don't think the chorus sounds all that great with the finger tapping. I think it does it more for like harmonics. But like I said, you want to kind of just and then get your speed up. Of course, you know, everyone's going to be a little bit off. It's not going to be perfect, but that's the tapping. Hammer-ons is where it comes from. Kind of experiment with that. It's a lot of fun. That was the first thing I learned, actually. I was doing that in guitar class. People thought it was the coolest thing, but the only thing I knew how to do, which at the time it was, and that was like years ago. You know, what was that, 90s? So there's tapping the harmonics. Let's see what it sounds like if we turn on overdrive. There's one more thing I wanted to show you is tapping openly like this with one hammer on, and then repeating the same kind of note somewhere else. So when you do that, you get this type of technique down. So like open string. It's in one of my earlier videos of me just kind of jamming out, not really talking about any techniques, just playing. And there's a video up there for that too. Let's see if I can remember how to play it. It's not perfect, but it's something like that. Open strings tapping is really great. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you want. And like I said, these are not. There's other people on YouTube that play a lot better than me, but this is just kind of the basic stuff that I just want to share with people. And also interested in finger tapping and stuff like that. So, see you guys later, and rock on.